March 2009, one day early in the morning, Merziye received a phone call from a stranger. He had some question about the car document and asked her to go to the police station. And we didn't know why and what was going to happen. But we just prayed together, and she left. She went to the police station, and I was waiting for Merziye to return from the security police. Suddenly, I heard the sound of her with a few others behind the door. Well, I saw her standing there with 3 guards. And I was so shocked when they ransacked everywhere, and they took both of us with all our belongings, like Bibles, Jesus movies, into the security police. We had long hours of interrogation. I believe it was in the first day that he threatened us to physical torture. In that dark cell in the basement, we just hugged each other. We said goodbye because we thought it was our last day on earth, and we were so scared. I remember the only thing that we could do in that dark cell in those moments was just praying for each other.
We met each other for the first time. It was 2005. And after finishing our theology courses, we both felt that we had the same passion about our country, to return to our country and to share this message with our people. That's why, even though we knew that how much is dangerous, we decided to go. And we called our pastor. He was in London, and we asked him to send thousands of Bibles. And it wasn't easy for them. And we received those New Testaments, and we started our first mission. And usually at night we carried about 114 New Testaments in our backpack and put them in the mailboxes. I remember sometimes it was during the winter, we had to walk for long hours, for about 8-9 hours. And after almost 3 years, we could distribute 20,000 New Testaments. There are some stories, amazing stories, that how God protected us, and we could see His miracles.
We were distributing Bibles, we were talking to people, and we were having these 2 house churches in our own apartment. And we knew that it was risky. We spent almost 9 months in prison, and 14 days we were separated. We were staying in solitary confinement. And I can say during those 9 months, we had almost about 10 trials, 10 courts. And in each court, the judges and our interrogators would threaten us to execution by hanging. And they wanted to put pressure on us to deny our faith in Jesus.
We didn't have Bible with us, but we learned how to live with the verses of Bible. And every day we were praying and asking God to give us this power to live those verses and to show Him through those through our behaviors to prisoners. It was almost at the 9 months that we heard that we had many supports from different parts of the world, and because of all these supports, the government had to release us, unlike their desires.
And Merziye mentioned about those Bibles that we were distributing. At that time, we were just praying for those Bibles. We didn't know who would get those Bibles. And I remember it was 2 years ago, we were in Australia, and we were invited to a church. After our speech, a couple came up on the stage, and they were both of them, they were crying, and they started to share their stories. They said that the wife found one of those Bibles that we put in their mailboxes, and they found the Bible, and the whole family came to Christ just by reading that New Testament that we put in their mailboxes.